Well, hello guys, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business, guys. We are 15 hours, 55 minutes, and 9 seconds away from kickoff against the Detroit Lions, a game that is key for both teams because you don't really want to start off 1-3. You want to at least get back to 500, start getting back to an even keel, and start showing that your team has some cohesiveness. The defense, well, defense has been doing their job. If they can just start to get some turnovers, you can look at those guys that are right now ranked third in the NFL as a lights out defense. And we're going to need help from that defense. Jalen Smith, a guy who, beginning of last year, who thought that Jalen Smith would be the player he is right now? 22 tackles and 2 sacks. And he is making up for Sean Lee actually not being in there, as well as Vander Esch. You're looking at our cornerbacks being literally the 2 best cornerbacks in the NFL right now. If we can just get something going with our offense. And I know anytime I talk about the offense, all I get is you're just a Dak defender, a Dak lover, blah, blah, blah. You're blind, you're an idiot, you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. And I point out that losing Travis Frederick was huge. Losing Jason Witten was huge. And hell, looks like losing Dez Bryant was huge. There hasn't been enough time for the wide receivers and Dak Prescott to work together. Dak Prescott, his mechanics, when he gets rushed, get out of skew and nobody's there correcting him. He's thrown some passes that have been off. He's had other times where wide receivers aren't open. Collectively, the offense is failing all the way around, from the quarterback to the offensive line to the running back to the coaching. Everybody has to do better. Everybody. But I believe that they can start getting this thing together. It's only 3 games into the season. Now, Dez Bryant tweets out that he is going to be signing with someone soon. Of course, he lives in Dallas, but he's still hanging out with, Jerry Jones, who's a little bit out there, hanging out with Jalen Smith and things like that, and says that he will be signing somewhere soon. You have to wonder if it's going to be back with the Cowboys. You have to also wonder, is Scott Linehan right now, tomorrow, playing for his job? It was his idea to get rid of Dez. It was his idea to bring in Kellen Moore as the quarterback's coach. It was his idea to make these changes for the offense. And right now, the offense looks about as bad as it can be. A lot of you want to put it all on Dak Prescott. Now, here's a little teaser from the NFL Network, the Playmaker, interviewing Dak Prescott. And the first question he asked him is, would you want Dez back? Let's go to that video right now.
Would you welcome Dez back on this team?
I leave those decisions, obviously, to the people that make those decisions. But me and Dez, I don't think our relationship has wavered any bit.
How does it differ from playing with a Hall of Famer, Jason Witten, and all-pro receiver like Dez Bryant?
And he goes deep for Dez, touchdown!
Now playing with this young group of receivers.
It's not about thinking about how great those guys were, and about what these guys do and how good they can be and how great they can be.
13.7 points per game. How far is that off what you guys can put up every game?
It's off.
At some point, your offense has got to give you some support.
How would you describe the mood in the building now?
It's a little bit of one to pinpoint exactly what it is. Everything's there, but it just seems we're not clicking the way we need to be clicking. And right now, it's more so just finding exactly the reason why.
Would you welcome Dez back on this?
Okay, so that's where we are. Love him, hate him, despise him, want to keep him, want to replace him. It doesn't matter at this point, because at this point, there is nobody else. We have to at least go through the season and see, is Dak a bust? Is Dak going to be the guy? Can he pick up from where he was? And the reality is this season, you are riding and dying with Dak Prescott. Sure, they could put Cooper Rush in or Mike White, but I guarantee you, you're going to see the same, if not worse, results. What we need to do is figure out how to work with the tools that he has. Make this game plan where we run the ball. because everything on this offense is predicated on the run. Zeke Elliott is picking up a lot of yards, 5.7 per carry, but we got to rush him more than 16 times a game. The offensive line's got to be a little bit better. And once we start getting Zeke running a little bit, start doing some run-pass options, start moving Dak around out of the pocket, get him out on some bootlegs, get him in space, get him a few completions to feel some confidence. Because if nothing else, I believe right now the biggest problem is a lack of confidence in the game plan as well as with the receivers. Another thing I think the Cowboys need to do tomorrow is do more no huddle. I would be ecstatic if, one, we kicked the ball off, okay? Put our defense out there to set the tone of the game. Let me say that again. I hope, let me zoom in. I hope we kick the ball to the other team. Let the defense go out there and set the tone. Hopefully get a 3-and-out, give our offense a short field to play with. And especially give us the ball to start the second half and see if this coaching staff can actually make some halftime adjustments. But get some run-pass options going out there. Go no huddle. I'd be happy if we went out on our first drive and went no huddle just to get Dak Prescott feeling good, because it seems to me, now again, I'm just Joe the fan here. I know I'm not Mr. ESPN or, NFL Network or former NFL player. But it seems to me, watching Dak Prescott, that he's been more comfortable in no huddle than going to the huddle. Hopefully tomorrow we get a win and we look decent, just so we can quiet some of these bandwagon haters that we have with the Cowboys. And I got to tell you, it's no fun coming in here against you guys. I mean, damn. Let it have a rest, okay? I'm Mark Holmes. And boy, did I get some bad news too. The game is not being covered here in D.C., but we're working on it one way or the other. We will be live streaming during the game. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Joe Boo, and I'll see you guys soon.